If there are laws, they should set us free. Give us the strength to grasp destiny. Cause us to walk with pride in our eyes. If there are laws, they should help us rise. If there are dams, they should power dreams, not just cold factories that roll out steel beams. They should also brighten our own unique paths. If there are dams, they should light up our hearts. If there are roads, they should all lead us home, to buildings we've built out of love, not just stone. Places where children can grow without fear. If there are roads, they should all lead us there. If we must build this land for the future, we will need more than just infrastructure. Bridges cannot just cross over rivers. They must help too to make strangers brothers. For in the end, a prosperous nation has more than concrete poured in its foundation. It measures its wealth, not in precious metal, but in the power it gives to its people. It's in allowing their freedoms to flourish, and in respecting those things that they cherish. No nation on earth can claim to be great until its own people control their own fate. Thank you. I was told a story once about a poor man in this town. Every morning he would go to the house of this rich man. And every morning the rich man would put his hand in his pocket, take out a few coins and put it into the hands of the poor man. And this happened morning after morning, week after week, month after month. Yet, the poor man grew poorer and the rich man grew richer. And I was told that this is the definition of that very popular literary device known as irony. Because in truth, there are no chains like charity. This is the title of my third poem. There are no chains like charity. No ill-doers like do-gooders. No gallows like generosity. No bad workmen like well-wishers. Nothing enslaves like charity. Like eating food you did not grow. Nothing drowns ability. Like eating food you do not grow. There is no curse like charity, sure to hold its addicts down and perpetuate disparity between the village and the town. Nothing enslaves like charity. Nothing succeeds like charity in making boys of grown-up men like lack of responsibility. In making boys of grown-up men, there are no chains like charity, sure to keep my people feeble as they leave their destiny to the plans of kind-hearted people. Thank you. Forgive me, but it is extremely difficult considering the resources available to this continent, the material and human resources. It's impossible to consider this subject and not feel a bit sad that with all the resources available to this continent, we are unable to by ourselves pick ourselves up. I come from the southeastern part of the country, and when you meet someone that has a lot of potential, you can refer to the person as Okwesilieze, someone who is supposed to be king, somebody who is destined to rule. So the title of this fourth poem is Okwesilieze. Today, I saw a mysterious thing, a thing that vexed me to my very soul. I saw the black man dressed as a king, but crouching in the shadows with a begging bowl. His children were starving in fields of cassava, dying of diseases the palm kernel can cure. Homeless in a land of rock and timber, why are you begging? He said, I am poor. Today, I saw a mysterious thing, a wonder so great I cannot tell it. I saw the black man dressed as a king, but lying in the dust crying at my feet. His legs were sturdy like the palm tree. His forests were rich and teeming with game. His muscles, they ripple like the proud Zambezi. I told him, get up. But he said, I am lame. Today, I saw a mysterious thing, so shocking, I have no words to say. I saw the black man dressed as a king, but standing like the lost by the highway. He huddled in a cage that had no gate. He could see where the keys to his chains were kept. He stood in clamps, but they had no weight. Why are you here? He said, I'm trapped. Today, I saw a mysterious thing. How can I tell such a horrible story? I I saw the black man dressed as a king but sharing a sleeping mat with poverty. His poverty was a fat man with a bulging stomach, lying on his back beside a pot full of treasure. This conviction was all that he lacked, that he could get up and make his own future. Thank you. Development is not a thin veneer. It is not spit and polish, not to hang out new curtains so the neighbors think we're doing well. Development is buses that run every 5 minutes. It is a telephone in a local government office that is answered every time it rings. It is cars that stay in lane, people that wait at midnight for red lights to turn green. It is civil servants who are civil, public servants who are servants, leaders that stay on their feet till their people are seated, presidents that listen to questions without irritation. Development is not politics. It is not the gift to society of a strong man in office to make us queue and force feed us, not what a government thinks is best for us. Development is all that stuff a child dreams of becoming. To grow up and find it's okay to become it. To follow the paths that make sense to our hearts, so lawyers are lawyers and plumbers are plumbers and artists don't have to apply to be bankers. To sit in a park and not wonder why such spaces are wasted on leisure and thought, each man the plank they were destined to be. Development is the existence of multiple spaces. Multiple options and identities, not just Christian or Muslim, black or white. When we live in a universe of infinite possibilities, development is infinite possibilities. Like solar for power and forest for deserts, like drilling for oil without hurting the mangroves, like the extinction of polio, a world without end where the girl is a student and not a young mother, like lions and lambs, supermarkets and markets, big business, small people, big people, not Boko Haram that makes my destruction the prerequisite for its own expansion, like farmers and herders, like eagles and hawks. Development is to coexist. Upon this planet that wobbles on a delicate balance in unending space where comets collide, where chaos and creation are two sides of a coin, development is the wisdom to keep us spinning. To take out today, put back tomorrow, to fight within rules, pay back what you borrow, to walk to the future, but keep some of the past and stop telling our children we are indestructible. To remember Noah, that layer of earth that once bore the weight of dinosaurs, that life is rootless and won't hesitate to snuff out existence when we make the wrong choices. Development is to make the right choices. Between healthcare or weapons, education or stadiums, presidential jets or one power station, bulldozing slums to make way for parks or altering the city plan to make way for people, development is people. The way they laugh and love and sometimes fall ill. To have someone care for the vulnerable, where streets are safe and house is home and the arrow is free to fly to its mark, where the soul can breathe out, not holding creation, and the world is as vast as our imagination, not limited by borders or countries or continents or the contents of any economics textbook, not limited by the experiences of the past or the present. Development is not a junction with signboard that says left to Russia or right to the United States. For the houses we want will not be built on theories, and there's nothing hypothetical about our dreams. When I flick the switch, what I want is power, not a lecture on the dialectical nature of power. When I reach out my hands, what I want is life, not another long lecture on economic growth, to realize our potential, to achieve our dreams, to become ourselves. This is what development is. Thank you.